Hi everyone and welcome to January 2022 favourites. If you missed my last video that had all of the fails of January 2022 in it, that wouldn't be normal. Usually I do a combined faves and fails each month, but because I didn't have a December faves and fails, there were double the amount of products to fit in one video. So I just thought it was the best thing for everybody all round to split this month's video into two. We will be back to normal next month. Anyway, I will link my previous video, all of the fails, up here for you, and also at the end of this video if you want to check that out. So if you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new videos on YouTube every single week. I'm also on Instagram if you fancy checking me out over there as well. And I'd really appreciate it if by the end of this video you consider clicking on that subscribe button, the like button, and also the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. So firstly, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you who have supported me in the past, who continue to support me now, who watch my videos, who are subscribed to my channel. You all mean the absolute world to me. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do the job of my absolute dreams. So I just want you to know how important each and every one of you are to me and to my channel. My mum also sends her thanks to you as well on the odd occasion that she pops onto my channel. You are all so loving and just beautiful human beings. So I just want to say thank you so much. I hope 2022 is going to be our year. I know it's been really difficult for a lot of people for different reasons throughout 2020 and 2021. You've all got through it like beasts. You are amazing and I love you from the bottom of my heart. So let's get on with this before I sort of tip myself over the edge. Let's jump straight into the news. DERMATICA have brought out some multi-product packs which are now available on their website. I was gifted the 2 packs that they've sent me, so I just wanted to be completely open and transparent with everybody. However, they have not asked me to mention these in any one of my videos. The only reason I'm mentioning them is because they're really good value for money. And they're great products. So the first one is from The Ordinary and it's the Bright Set box. So with this you get the squalane cleanser, you get a caffeine solution 5%, you also get the ethylated ascorbic acid 15% solution, and you get a glycolic acid 7% toning solution. The price of the box is £33 and I think the value of the box is something like 37. So you're not getting a massive discount, but like I said, it's all packaged up nicely and it'd be great for a gift. The other box that I was sent is slightly more expensive than the Bright Set from The Ordinary because this has a mixture of The Ordinary products plus NIOD products. So this is going to set you back £100, but it has £117.20 worth of products in there. So I did work it out. It's not a massive discount, but it all helps. So this has The Ordinary Squalane Cleanser, again, amazing cleanser. It also has The Ordinary's EUK. It's got the NIOD multimolecular hyaluronic complex, the fractionated eye contour concentrate from NIOD, the hydration vaccine from NIOD, and it's also got a stainless steel spoon in here as well, which is a lovely little spoon. It's really quite dinky. So I just wanted to mention those for you, for those of you that didn't know they were now available. I didn't know they were available until they sent them to me. I'm not quite sure if this is a new release or whether they've been available for quite some time, but I wanted to make you aware because I just think they're great gift ideas. Another thing from The Ordinary that I wanted to mention, the salicylic acid formula is finally back in stock and we can now get our hands on it again. I'm not quite sure if it's just back in stock or whether it's been totally reformulated. I will find out for you and update you in a future video, but I do have some. I am going to try it out and see if I am still as in love with it now as I was when it was first introduced to market. Anyway, it's now available if you want to go get it. Let's talk favourites. So in each and every video, I'm always really surprised at how many of you notice my watch straps. So I have an Apple Watch, but I don't have Apple straps for my watch. I buy these separately from a company on Etsy, and I have never had an issue with them. I now have 3 of these. I bought one probably about 8 months ago and wore it to death, and it's still in pretty good condition. But I actually asked for a couple of different ones for Christmas, and this is one of them. I really like the tan leather look, and I also got a bit of a leopard print one for when I'm feeling, you know, a little bit saucy. I love this. My mum really doesn't like this. I wore it on Christmas Day and she was like, ugh. But I love it, and I'll put it on next time I see her just to rub her up the wrong way. Now, I know you can get similar straps from the US and from the UK. The reason I chose to get it from Clydeconcept, which is a store on Etsy, is because they offered free UK shipping. And I think if I'd have bought one from the company that I first saw on Etsy, which was based in the US, it was going to cost something like £27 just for shipping. And I was like, nah, considering that the watch strap, I think only set me back around about £25 because it was in the sale. So really good value for money. And it's got a choice of metal finishes, so you can go for gold. I've gone for rose gold because my Apple Watch is in a rose gold finish, but you can also go for silver as well. So I love them. I just wanted to plug them because so many of you were asking me where they were from, so I thought I'd mention it in this video. Moving on to my next favourite, which I knew that I would love even before I got my hands on this. This was in my Black Friday deal wish list. I managed to pick up a couple of shades in the Victoria Beckham lipstick collection. I adore these. They are stunning. I love how she's gone for a thinner bullet with a longer length. I think it's classy. I just think the packaging is really attractive. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I just think it is lush. I've gone for 2 shades. I've gone for the shade Spice and Twist. So Spice is the brownier, orangier of the 2 shades, and Twist is the pinkier toned of the 2 shades that I've gone for. These are smoothing, they are hydrating, they are comfortable, they are creamy. These make my dehydrated, flaky lips look hydrated and nourished, and that is a difficult feat. It really is. I have this on today, so I've got the shade Spice on today. This has the most beautiful satin glossy sheen on the surface of the lips. The one thing I will say though, if you do love that glossy sheen, it doesn't last forever. The pigmentation is really long lasting on me, but that sheen tends to dull down as the day goes on, so you will need to reapply this continuously if you do want that glossy sheen continuously throughout the day. I don't mind. I just love the feel of this on my lips. I love the hydrating qualities that it gives. I love the packaging as well. I know that's not supposed to be important, but it so is. Okay, let's get Chanel out of the way because I've recently done a full face of Chanel on my channel. If you haven't seen that already, I will link it up here for you, but I loved practically everything in that video, so I'm not going to go into it in masses of detail. I just want to gloss over my ultimate favourites from that video. So we have the Mediterranean palette, which I adore. Look at these shades. How stunning are they? They are just divine. This has been used and used and use some more, and I'm going to lend this to my mum. I say the word lend very, very carefully because I know she'll be watching this. I am only lending this to my mum. She's going down to London for a very close family member's special birthday and wants to look beautiful. And this is what I'm going to send her down with, but I do want it back. I want to get that out there. It's on film. You've all heard it. I want it back. So these are so easy to use. The shimmer on these is beautiful, but not overly glittery. If you only like mattes, you're not gonna like this, but these are creamy and smooth and just very easy to apply. They are beginner-friendly shadows, and I just adore the color story of that palette. My next favourite from that video is a product that a lot of people don't talk about, and I think this is one of the stars of the show. It's absolutely stunning. stunning. This is their liquid eyeshadow. It sets in place if you are one who likes a metallic shimmery shadow and yet you don't want to use a powder shadow because it creeps into your fine lines in your eyelids. This is the way to do it. It's really workable, and then all of a sudden it sets in place and it's not going to budge all day. I love it. I just think it is the most beautiful shade that is very wearable with any eye colour. It's just glorious. Of course you know I'm going to mention the blush. It's stunning. There are tiny micro particles of glitter in here which gives a beautiful luminescence. This comes in 2 different shades. I have it on today and it just brings a little bit of light to the face. I'm not going to go on about it and on about it, but you all know I love it. It's beautiful. Another product from Chanel I have to put in my January faves because these have never been off my cheeks. I've actually worn these more than the powder blush that I've just mentioned, and it's because I've been wearing very little makeup recently. My weekend makeup is a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes and a bit of blush to the cheeks, and I've been gravitating towards these 2 cream blushes constantly. I even wear these on the school run now just to make myself look a little bit more awake, and usually I don't wear any makeup on the school run at all. I know, shock horror. I scare a lot of people in the morning, that's all I'm gonna say, but yeah, I can never be bothered first thing in the morning, but I've really wanted to use these because they are beautiful. And also, even though these are a cream blush and you can also use these on the lips as well, these aren't sticky, and yet they give the most beautiful glossy glass skin look. They are super dewy, really girly, and I don't have a negative thing to say about them. Let's talk about something slightly more affordable. In fact, a lot more affordable. I don't know why more people aren't talking about this product because ever since I got it, I've been raving about it to everybody I come into contact with. It's from Revolution and it's the Line Fix Under Eye Primer. Now, you do have to be careful how much of this you apply. And if you are a cream concealer wearer, you are going to love this a lot more than if you are a liquid concealer wearer. I just find this works superbly well with a cream concealer. Usually I don't like cream concealers, but with this, it just works. So, as you can see, there is a very small amount gone from the product, and that is because you need the tiniest amount. So each time I take the smallest amount out, and that's way too much product there, and then I apply it on the back of my hand and then tap into the product every time I need a little bit more. Warm that between my fingers and then dab it underneath the eyes, and it is just the smoothest canvas to apply your concealer on top of. You need to make sure that your under eye is prepped and hydrated and nourished. Let that sink in for 10 minutes and then apply this over the top. And you don't need to wait very long at all, maybe 30 seconds before applying your concealer over the top of this. It's just amazing. Well done, Revolution. This is one of those products that I will probably get to the end of. Next product, which is amazing, and I'm kicking myself for not trying this earlier. This is from Huda Beauty and it's the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. And I also use this as a finishing powder as well with great success. You need the tiniest amount of this, which is what is so amazing about it. This will take off any shine on your skin and do it with minuscule amounts of powder, which is great if you don't like using powder at all, or you're a little bit scared about using powder in any way on your skin, because you just can't see this on the skin. It is so good. The other reason I like this is because it has a little cap to this so it doesn't go everywhere. It's also got a mesh insert so that you don't get this all over the place as soon as you open the lid. It actually takes you tapping on this upside down to remove any of the product into the lid, which means you don't get too much into the lid, which means you don't apply too much to your skin. It's just very well thought out, and it's a beautiful powder. Now it does have a little scent to it, and I'm not quite sure what it smells of, but I like it. It's like a sherbety scent to it. If any of you know what that scent is, please let me know. I don't think it's vanilla because I really don't like a vanilla scent, but I love this. It smells very nice. It doesn't linger and it's not overpowering, so if you don't like fragrance, you may still like this. But I can do under my eyes with this. I can also do all over my face, and I can go in with this maybe 5 hours after doing my makeup to just tone down the shine that I've got on my skin as the day has progressed. So yeah, I really like this. It comes in lots of different shades. I've got the shade Pound Cake and it's amazing. Let's talk foundation. So January has been full of foundation launches and they've all been beautiful. So there's been the #1 foundation from Chanel, there's been the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Foundation, and the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. All of these look beautiful on my skin. Now, if you want to know my favorites, I will be doing a video very shortly ranking the most recent foundation launches, because there have been so many launches and I've loved them all. Even the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer, even though I was really disappointed that Estee Lauder had discontinued my favorite Double Wear Light, I really like this. I know it's either a love-hate thing with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer, but you know, it's a love thing on my end and I'm gravitating towards it all the time. So if you are wanting to know which one of these is my favorite, and there are a couple of other foundations to add to the mix as well. There's a new NARS foundation that is already released in the US. Let's not go there, but it is going to be released in the UK in February. So I'll have that to review and add it to the list. So if you are wanting to know my favorite, stay tuned for that video. If you are desperate to try the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, but you haven't bought it yet, I highly recommend you check out my dupes video from the other day, where I had the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation on one half of my face and the dupe on the other half of my face, and believe me, you couldn't tell the difference. So if you're wanting to save a little bit of money, definitely check out that video. I'll link it up here for you and also at the end of this video. Moving on to Anastasia Beverly Hills lip pencils. These are a new formulation and I love them. If you watched my video from the other day on the fails of this month, you will know that I wasn't too keen on the formulation of the lipsticks because they were way too temperamental for my liking and nowhere near pigmented enough. But the lip pencils I really like. I like the formula. They are a little bit difficult to sharpen because it's a square pencil, but it's manageable. And yeah, the formula of the pencil is really soft and creamy. It's not overly waxy, and yet it does hold a lipstick in place so that it doesn't bleed into any fine lines. I love it. I also love the shade selection that's available. So I've gone for Peach Amber, which is a lovely, rich, warm, orangey tone. It's a peachy tone, but it's got a really lovely, warm, burnt edge to it. It's gorgeous. Moving on to a couple more pencils. These are both from Makeup by Mario and they are to die for. So I have mentioned the Master Pigment Pro pencils on my channel before. In fact, this was the best kohl pencil in my favourites of 2021 series in the favourite eyes of 2021 video. So I'm not going to overly go on about this, although I love this. It is the perfect brown, which is why I wanted to mention it. It's just a different shade for selection. It seriously is the perfect brown, and it's called the perfect brown. It so is. I've got it on today. I love it. I love the fact that this has got a little brush on the end to feather out the pigment to make it slightly smokier. This is creamy and soft and really workable, and it's so easy to apply. Love it. Absolutely love it. Also, I would like to mention the brightening pencil. I have this on today also, and it's my favorite brightening pencil that I've ever tried because it's very natural. It's the best brightening pencil for shade for me personally. That may be completely different for you, but this matches. It's not too white, it's not too deep, it doesn't have a sparkle. It's very easy to apply. Again, very creamy, and very important for the waterline, it's long lasting. This hasn't budged on me, and I've had this on for a considerable amount of time already. It just looks natural, but my eye looks brighter, wider, and more awake. Really like it. Now, there is a negative to these. I guess it's not really a negative, but I just don't see the point. Every single Makeup by Mario pencil that you buy comes with a pencil sharpener, and I just think that's a little bit extravagant and not necessary at all. I now have 5 Makeup by Mario sharpeners in my collection. I don't need 5. I need 1. In fact, I didn't really need 1. I do appreciate the pencil sharpener being included, and I'm not saying that I want them to reduce the price and remove it, because I know the price of the pencil sharpener will be peanuts for them to add into the packaging, but I just don't think it's necessary. I would like the option to purchase a pencil sharpener if I required one, but I am going to be wanting to buy more of these, and my pencil sharpener collection is just gonna get unmanageable. I know it's a small thing, but yeah, I just don't think it's necessary. I love these, not so much the pencil sharpeners in every single one. Moving on to hair. This has just done wonders for my hair. This is from Living Proof, and it's the full dry volume and texture spray. If you have limp, lifeless, thin hair like mine, you will probably love this. Now, I don't really use it when my hair is down, although you can. You just spray a little bit into sectioned roots. I can't really see what I'm doing in here. But spray a little bit in, let it dry down, and you can see already the texture that that's giving my hair. It's just a little bit more volume, a little bit more texture, and it just helps get your hair with a little more bounce. So I really like it. But the way that I've been using this is if I have my hair up in a ponytail, I don't have a lot of hair, especially if it's in a high ponytail, because the majority of my hair at the back is too short, so I have to pin it up. So the little bit of hair that does go in my ponytail looks a little sad and really quite sleek. There's not a lot of body to it, so I like to use the texture spray in my ponytail and tousle that out a little bit. Is that a word? Tousle? It's a word I'm using. And it just gives it a little more body and oomph. The other reason I love this is it doesn't give your hair that sticky feel. I think a lot of texture sprays, they're great at what they do, but they feel like a cheap hairspray that's a bit sticky, and it just never goes away until you wash your hair. You can brush this out. So that's why I love this one. I can put it in today. By later on, if I brush this through, my hair feels clean and it doesn't feel bitty or tacky or powdery in any way. So yeah, I'm a big fan. Before we finish off this video with an affordable favourite, I need to add this in because I've been loving using this recently. I actually bought this before Christmas, but I'm only just mentioning it on my channel. Although, if you have a keen, really equipped eye, you will have noticed this in the description box of a few videos that are recent. This is from Tom Ford, and it's the Glow Bronzer in the shade 02, which is Terror. It's the perfect shade. This is perfection on my skin. This is great for anybody with a fair skin tone, but this can also be built if you're wanting a little bit more depth and definition to the face. This is silky smooth. This is easy to blend. There is nothing wrong with this other than the price. And the fact that you get so little for the amount that you pay. I'm gutted that the large version of this was limited edition and I can't get my hands on it, because after trying this, I will be marching out and buying the limited edition larger range. It's so nice. And finally, this little beauty has made the cut. It's from Maybelline. Maybelline are so good at making mascaras. This one in particular is amazing. If you like that really extravagant curl and you want to hold the curl throughout the day and you struggled to find a mascara that actually will hold the curl, highly recommend you get your hands on this. This is the Maybelline Colossal Curl Bounce Mascara. It's epic. I can even apply this on lashes that I don't use my eyelash curler on, and it lifts and separates. It also adds volume. It's not the most hydrating formula, so I don't use this every day, but for the price that I pay, I am not grumbling. If you're still unsure whether this mascara is for you, you don't know whether you want to give it a go or not, check out my full face of drugstore where I first applied this mascara, because believe me, I was blown away. I have this on today. I think my lashes look lovely. They're curled, they're long, they're separated, and yet they're volumized. Amazing. So that's it for this video. I really hope you found it helpful. We are back to normal with a combined faves and fails in February, so I hope to see you all then. Once again, thank you so much for your support in 2021 and your continued support in 2022. If you've enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, and hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.